I'm live for the first time in over a month. It's been a long time at this point since I've been live on twitch.tv/Ellers Galaxy, you know, the way it used to be in the good old days. I gotta get the game capture set up because it's set to Hollow Knight. Is that gonna work? Yeah, it worked. Cool. Nice. So we got that set up. And then, yeah, so this was the first game I ever streamed 2 years ago. Well, even before that, because I had an old account that I streamed it on also. And so this is like, me returning to it again, for the, like, billionth time. Third time. Fourth time? I don't know how that works. Kimbus, what are you doing? My cat is here. Her name is Kimbus. Why did we name her Kimbus? It just kind of happened, frankly. Wasn't necessarily intentional. She's a good Kimbish, though. I'm gonna wait until... Do I need to wait until some people get in chat? I'm not necessarily expecting the chat to be super active and, just going off today. I'm not even necessarily planning on streaming for the full length that I normally would. Well, first of all, I don't even know if people can hear me. Like, why does it keep going over to that screen? So, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it's picking up my voice. I mean, that's good. But I have no way of knowing, because it's super dead here so far. But that is okay. Again, it has been 42 days, I think, since the last time I have streamed on Twitch, and that's long enough that I can understand losing most of my viewer base. I didn't have a whole lot of a viewer base to begin with, you know, but I was kind of just biding my time and hoping to kind of fix some stuff in my life. But, like, specifically, like, I'm trying to be a YouTuber also, and I just wasn't able to get any YouTube stuff done. But I'm almost done with some stuff now, so that was part of why I thought I'd come back. Wanted to get the house all cleaned up before I came back, and we've done most of that at this point. Yeah, you know, I'm getting it figured out. So I thought it was time that I could return to my streamer chair, be an amazing streamer girl, and just really take the world by storm, you know. So I'm going to kind of just expect that not a lot of people are going to be here today because haven't streamed in a month. That is kind of to be expected. So anyway, I'm going to do a new game. Huh? Why are parts of it still in beta? Didn't they do the full release? Is it like... Huh? Why would it say that parts of it are still in beta if it's on 1.0 now? I mean, I guess technically that could be a thing, but you'd think that would have, they would have... Like, I'm just, like, concerned maybe it's not updated all the way. Who knows? Maybe it is. Yeah. See, it does say right here 1.0 is available now. And it did update before I opened it. It took its time to update. So let's just, let's do the large world. You can also do spooky ones, but we're not gonna do that. Because it's not Halloween right now. I mean, you could say that in an ideal world it would always be Halloween. But, this is not an ideal world, is it? Oh, so we can leave most of this up to the default, I suppose. We can give them, like, special traits. Let's see here. Neutral, true believer. And there's these special ones, too. Oh, there's a bot. This is why I need my mods here. This is why my mods aren't even here. I need to text Gregory. You know, I can do it myself. I can take care of the mods by myself. But that, what, you know, it's weird. It like I don't know how to do it when I'm in the stream manager. So, I gotta deal with it, because it's gonna be there on the screen now. Okay, it's gone off the screen at this point, but, you know, regardless. I don't know how to delete, bot messages, so I will have to wait for Greg to show up, or someone to show up. Fugitive. What is this one? It's, you know, let's just leave it on the default for now. Oh no. There's potential for, there's potential for a zombie epidemic if we do that version of it. Let's play with tutorials also, because I haven't done this in a long time. Alright, sorry for that kind of dull time. I didn't really know what to do there. Is this too loud? I have no way of knowing. Is the game too loud? It might be too loud. Let's try to turn it down here. It sounds too loud. Why does it keep going over to the other screen? I don't want it there. Is that better? See, this is a pretty fun game. And I used to like games like this a lot when I was a kid. So I think at some point, several years ago, I just looked up like this genre of game, and I found this one. It's not an interesting story, is it? I need to get Greg in here. Or Johnny, just one of my mods. Anyone. Oh, it's taken a long time to load this game, huh? Like a decent while. My biggest flaw as a streamer. Oh, okay.
Wake up, creator.
There we go.
This is the beginning of
We don't need to worry about what I was gonna say anymore then.
It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you
This is
touch can awaken the light.
See, I'm a big fan of the narration of this game. I think it's pretty good. Oh.
And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential.
Hold on.
Were scattered into the beyond.
Why does it keep doing that?
They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos, once barren and alone. Others flourished.
I remember this. There's creatures on this one, isn't there? Or one of them. One of these ones has some crazy creatures on them.
Phenomenon of all.
Yeah, yeah. There's crazy creatures on this planet. Whoa.
However, life
Incredible.
is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere.
Oh no! That giant thing ate the small thing. This is the world we live in. This says so much about
Admire the
our society.
beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For
Is that the
life
one we're
to have
going to?
a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand.
Oh, that was maybe the moon?
Welcome to Mother Planet. This is
Cool.
a rare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold.
See, this is the first time I've seen
Water to flow through the planet,
this game at its final release.
the soil,
There's a lot of stuff in this game I've never done before.
rise to a thing. The perfect
So I'm
ecosystem.
excited.
It is no wonder why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and a new guidance. This is your words now. Their very existence rests in
Oh. Okay, so camera controls. Move around. Cool. So, where do we want to put the epicenter? I always like putting it like on an isthmus of some kind. So we gotta find a good quality isthmus. Well, that's an isthmus, kind of. Maybe not a good enough one though. Oh, this is a pretty good isthmus right here. I'm a big fan of this one. It's kind of in the desert, but that's okay. Evolution Tower, yeah. Oh, so we're starting our civilization in the desert, apparently. My choice, of course. You gotta bear with me here. I'm a little out of practice with streaming. It's been over a month now. I can tell I'm being pretty awkward, but, you know, just, bear with me here. Open the research window. Okay, cool. Primitive tools. Water wheel, water flow, and then close it.
nuggets,
Cool.
largely because of
Maybe I shouldn't have done the tutorials. Hey, do you think I can still turn off the tutorials if I ask it politely?
the body's apparent inability to keep
Where-
itself in one piece.
Okay.
That envy the architects of their species.
Okay, there's the first two of them.
Nuggets will ever know or achieve.
Let's see. I want to see if I can turn off the tutorial. That would be potentially nice. But I feel like I might regret that also, because it's been quite a long time since I've played this, and I probably don't remember how to do the more complex stuff. You know, hold on. My grandpa sends me a lot of really wacky memes that he finds on Facebook. You know, um, I don't know. They're just, it's like boomer memes. A lot of the time, it's like a setup with no punchline almost. Like, a lot of the times it's just like a picture with a caption and it's like, did you know that aliens are real? Question mark, And and yeah, that's I'm tired. I've this was kind of, I wanted to do some practice streams before coming back to streaming full time, right? And I think this is precisely the reason why I wanted to do that, because it's not easy to do this. I'm just yeah. And oh, I know it's always better if I don't like talk about like the quality of the stream during the stream. It's just sometimes kind of difficult when like I don't like when I don't have much to talk about. It's easier if I get one person on the chat. See, I think my streams are gonna be doomed unless I have like one mod watching at all times. And if I make that change and I do manage to get like one person in the chat all the time, I think there's no limit to how great my streams could be. Because I'll have all kinds of things to talk about when there's someone responding to me. Well, I'll figure it out. Right now all I have is yeah. So we gotta build another building here. Oh yeah, the water pump. Cool. Oh, I'm not used to this yet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a soda. I'm back. How are you guys doing? Let me move the keyboard closer to me. We're just gonna have a chill stream. I'm gonna try to get some things figured out to kind of prep my return here. And then we'll and then hopefully get things worked out long term. What is this? What is this thing? There's a rock coming out of the lake. I guess that's called an island, technically, isn't it? Okay. I'm bombing out here. Hold on, I have an idea. This was, this is the first game I ever streamed. And that was 2 years ago. And then 1 year ago, on the anniversary of that, I decided to stream it again to, get the eatery and the fishing pier. That'd be cool. And engineer's hut. That'd all be useful. Cool.
Natural evolution is a wonderful thing to observe. Unfortunately,
Okay. So, one thing about this game is, it is totally possible to lose the game entirely right at the beginning. Yeah, I get it.
You can prioritize whatever your heart desires, but remember that the heart is idiotic.
So we gotta use this one. Where are they? I have to make them have sex with each other now, basically. Which is so lewd and not allowed on Twitch. You're not supposed to do that on Twitch. This game is forcing my hand. Sick of it. You know, it seems today that that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Oh, this game needs to you know, shape up and earn its E10 plus rating that I'm sure it probably has. I don't know what rating it actually has, but if I had to guess, probably E10 plus. Maybe, just maybe, the narrator says some spicy stuff that I'm not entirely aware of, and that bumps it up to a T for teen mark, you know. Yeah. So they are going to procreate, for, you know, lack of a better term now. That's okay. We don't need the we don't need to watch them, right? We don't need to intrude on their lewd behavior, you know? Now, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily a complete prude or anything, but, you know, we're live on twitch.tv, you know? And they made two baby ones now. What should we name them?
Plus, they soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Oh, we gotta name them something crazy. Name it, what's the craziest word I can think of? You know, once I was in the hospital, and they gave me a test to see if I had brain damage, you know? And, they asked me to, like, name words off the top of my head. And I couldn't do it. And, that's what I'm struggling with here right now. I'm not good at naming things. I could name it, I'm just, you know, I'm looking around the room, improvising, trying to find something that I could name this child after. Because it can't just be a normal name. It has to be funny. But it can't just be funny. It can't just be like some wacky word, you know? Okay, I'll name her, oh, I know. I'm gonna name this one Cringe and the other one Based. And no one can stop me from doing that. No matter how hard the authorities try, they can't stop me from continuing to name children cringe and based. When I do have real children in real life, I will name them cringe and based. And you know, I came up with this because last time I streamed this game, man, the narrator is loud.
It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
Yeah, so last time I played this game, a year ago, I, back then, also named them cringe and based. So, things come full circle, right? Sometimes I can come up with a gem. Yeah, see, because it's like you have to name them. It's... You have to name them, it's like mandatory. What? That's not what I said. That's Stick? Is that his name? No, your name is, based now? Have fun with that name. So now we've got based and cringe. Proud parents of based and cringe. Do you think they have a favorite child? Do you think one of them is their favorite? Imagine having identical twins and naming one of them based and one of them cringe. Just as a experiment, you know? Human experimentation on children, you know? Naming children based and cringe. I'm not saying I would do it, even though, yes, a few minutes ago I did say that I would do it. I'm not saying I would actually do it. But hypothetically, if someone were to name their kids, or even like, you know, you don't need the like modern 2020s spin on it. You could just name one of your kids good and one of your kids bad, you know? Just see how they turn out. I'm not saying you should do that, because that's immoral, right? You know, there are these things called morals in our human brains, in our societies. And we can't escape them. Oh. Addie's drinking from the lake. Well, you know, I'm trying to build this water pump, but they gotta cut the wood faster. I don't know. She's taking care of it, it looks like. We don't have a hospital. It's the Stone Ages. Are they expecting me to give them medical care in the stone? Oh, I guess I can do that, though. There is, like, a function where I can give them medical care in the Stone Ages. See? Because I'm God. I'm the real God in real life. Me, Ellers. So did I unlock more stuff? I think I unlocked more stuff. Ooh, I unlocked the eatery. Okay, I'm gonna put the eatery right, here. Cool. Oh, Shro. Hi, Shro. You see you deleted the evil message. The bot message. To this point in time, that is the only message that has been sent during this stream. That's the only chat message in the past half an hour. I'm dying over here. I'm thirsty and starving for attention, you know, 'cause that's the Ellers way. Oh man, I'm so out of practice. Yeah, thank you for coming to save me. I need, like, I will admit it, I need someone to save me. To be clear, this is exactly how I was expecting this stream to go. You know, like, I wasn't expecting anyone to show up, because it has been 42 days since the last time I've streamed. So, like, you can understand, like, of course no one's here. Everyone forgot I existed completely, you know? No one remembers that Ellers exists. So yeah, it's totally understandable that, today's stream is dead. But, I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm gonna get people to watch me long term, so.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Yeah. I think I just realized why I like this game. Heal a nugget. Okay. I gotta heal one of them. Where is the... Oh, it's her. Okay. Cool. I figured out why I like this game. But I gotta wait until Shro gets back before I can say it, right? But it's basically, this kinda has Murder Drones vibes to it a little bit. Like, just the sense of humor that the game has, and, like, I don't know, just, like, a lot of stuff about it is... the narrator's sense of humor reminds me of the sense of humor in Murder Drones. And... What? What is this? Oh, they must have added this in... This wasn't in the early access, I don't think. I don't even know who are you talking about? Oh, it's a VTuber? You're telling me to become a VTuber? I am a real life tuber, thank you very much. I put my real face on display, so... Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have kind of the vibe of a VTuber to some extent. Like, the way I handle things is kind of VTuber-esque. It's just that I am a 3D real person in real life, you know? I would be a good VTuber if I tried to be, though. If I made a VTuber avatar, and I did VTubing, I'd be pretty good at it, probably. But I'm too... That's awesome, I'm glad... Well, now you're listening to the narrator, too. Uh-huh, yeah. Did you hear me? Oh no! Did I get the reservoir built? I better have gotten the reservoir built. If you don't get the reservoir built by the time that winter comes, you just lose the game. Well, don't, in my Twitch chat, you're gonna do that in my Twitch chat? Excuse me? You know, I say heck. I'm allowed to say heck. I don't say that one, though. Here's the thing. I recently attempted to watch, Phantom Menace. Watched about half of Phantom Menace, because I was like, you know what? This is it. This is the time I'm finally gonna catch up on all of Star Wars. I'm gonna watch all the way through Clone Wars and everything. I've never seen all that.
I can't say I'm a fan.
And I got halfway... I was gonna watch it in, like, timeline order, you know? I got halfway through Phantom Menace and I was like, I gotta stop this. I named the characters Based and Cringe. Hey, by the way, Shro, how is the audio mixing here? Because it felt to me... Cause there's gotta be a Star Wars... I'm sure there's a Star Wars fighting game, probably, right? It would be wild to me if there wasn't. Like, LucasArts, like... there were a lot of Star Wars video games, and some of them were pretty good. there's a Marvel fighting game. A few of them, actually. You lied? What did you lie about? There's a start. It was on the Sega Genesis? That's kind of funny, actually. So, you had a Sega Genesis? That's a little before our time. You're even younger than I am. And that was way before my time, so... You know, even the GameCube was before my time. I never had a GameCube. My first console was a Wii. Yeah, well, okay. So, to be clear, like, my dad had an NES and an SNES. So I do, there are like NES and SNES games that I do consider, like, childhood classics for me. Like, Punch-Out is absolutely one of them. Punch-Out is a game that I consider, like, a personal favorite from when I was a kid. And, like, the original Super Mario Bros. Is one of my favorites. Oh, so you, like, actually didn't... You were, like, just unaware of the outside world? Were you, like, being held in a cult or something? That's really wild. They're having... They're having sex. Okay, to be clear, how old were you when this happened? Because if you were older than, like, 6, I'd say you were insane. Okay, that's reasonable, right? I think that's reasonable at that age. I think if you had been much older than 5, I would have said that's really weird that you didn't have any clue that the other consoles existed. That, like, there was a modern age. But when you're 5, I don't think you're really thinking about that stuff too much. I was thinking about that stuff a lot, but I was a weird kid, and I was, like, reading about quantum physics on Wikipedia when I was 4. But that feels like something you would have done too. Also, you would be a. Well, okay. So, NES games I think did not age well, right? I think the entire NES library, with a few exceptions, right? I think the entire NES library did not age very well. I think those exceptions are maybe, yeah, okay, but they're, see, and the reason I say that, right, is because almost every NES hit, at least first-party NES hit, but a lot of the third-party ones too, had an SNES, like, super sequel, you know? So there was, like, Super Metroid, and there was Super Mario World, and there was, A Link to the Past, and there, you know, there was, like, all that stuff. And all those games, like, all the super sequels were better, you know? They expanded on the concept from the original and took it 10 times further. They include, like, save games that were not code-based. You could just save the game and come back, you know? And that really, like, added a lot to the game design options if you could, like, have a long format game, you know? Because that was kind of a limitation in the 8-bit era was, like, you could have save games, but you'd need, like, a code, you know? See, have I told you about my, like, Year of Zelda idea? Like, my, like, my plan to stream every Zelda game by the end of the year. It's not something I'm hitched to, and it's not necessarily something that I'm going to, commit to the, like, end of the year thing at all. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna commit to the end of the year thing, I don't think. But I am gonna try to stream as many Zelda games as I can. I mean the main. I'm not gonna play like the Tingle games. Yeah, I'll do Four Swords. Sure, I'll do. I'm doing all the main series games, and Four Swords counts as a main series game. There's not a lot of like Zelda spin-offs really. Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's multiplayer, isn't it? Yeah, sure. There's a few of them that I'm like not sure how I'm gonna like the Triforce Heroes one for the 3DS. Like, isn't that like an online game? I never played it. It was never something I got into. But isn't third all time? It's pretty good. I wasn't a huge fan. Like, this is gonna sound almost blasphemous to some people, but I wasn't a huge fan of the direction that Breath of the Wild took with the franchise. Like, I think it's cool, but I hope, like, the series isn't just like that forever now, you know? I hope it's not that, like, the next 5 iterations of the main franchise are Breath of the Wild-esque, you know? Because one of the things I like about Zelda games in some way is kind of the rigidity that it's like the rigidity of its structure that it used to have, you know? Breath of the Wild doesn't have that. And so I like it for other reasons, but like that kind of one of those core things that I liked about the franchise was like kind of no longer a factor, I suppose. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. What if I do a cosplay of her and I play the game in cosplay? How would you feel about that? What if I did a cosplay of like all the different Zeldas while I'm playing the Zelda games? That would certainly get me more viewers, at the very least. I wouldn't be opposed to it, necessarily. You know, is the Smash Ultimate Zelda, is that supposed to be, Link to the Past Zelda? No, it's not, is it like Link Between Worlds Zelda or something? Which Zelda is that supposed to be in the new Smash? What do you mean you can only cosplay like I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that. Yeah, but you could... wigs exist. Like, I don't have the exact hair color that Zelda has in all of the... Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna do my Star Butterfly cosplay at some point here. After I rewatch the show. Today's stream, like, totally honestly, the entire purpose of today's stream was to just brush the jitters off, you know? Like, I was so nervous about, like, starting up streaming again. Cringe and Pace are getting married! Oh no!
Much like the stupidity of mortals.
They're brother and sister, though. Okay. Telekinetic. I don't like this mission. This is like an aspect of this game that I don't like. Is it's like, hey, do a mission for us. You wanna do a mission for us? And I'm like, not really. Can I not do the mission?
It's an illusion, a simple trick.
Okay, wait. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Cool. Okay, I got all the rocks. That's nice.
So, you've uprooted a tree. Now
Now, you know what now? You were the one that told me to do this, narrator. What are you talking about? You can hear the narrator, right? Oh my gosh. Cool. So we built that. Yeah, I mean, like, the whole reason I was streaming today was... I just was... The break between streams had gotten way too long. Well, that's good. It probably should be. Easier to hear me than the game. Yeah, what was I saying now? Yeah, so it's a good thing, obviously, that, that I have streamed today and that I am back to streaming. And it's just, you know, I have to... People keep gifting me subs to random VTubers. Sure, do you think I'm, I've got kind of VTuber, the VTuber, style of commentary to me? Someone told me that once. I just, I'd get too tired. I don't know if well, okay. Whether I get too tired depends on if I'm being responsible with my VTubing. You think I would be that niche? That's pretty funny that you'd put me there with her. I see. Well, here's the thing, you know. I can be live action. That's a nice... Look at me. I can be live action. I'm pretty, you know, for the most part. You don't like 3D? Not a fan of real non-anime people? Oh no, a real woman. How will we ever survive? You hate the outdoors, you hate... the only women that I care about are anime women. All others are... Am I allowed to say thoughts on Twitch? I'm not anymore, I think, right? It's not something that you can say on Twitch, I think, right? I can say it. I don't consider it a word I can't say, but I think, Twitch doesn't like that word. But I said it. What's your hot take? What's your hot take, Cheryl? They're having more sex! You know, I'm the one that coined the term masculoid. I came up with the word masculoid. I coined the term masculoid. So you are just saying you want more realistic romance in fiction? You know, there's plenty of realistic romance in fiction. I think you're just looking in the wrong places. Hey, sure, you're aware of, like, the whole, like, 90s to 2000s, rom-com trend, right? Like, there was, like, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to define this. I guess really just rom-com does kind of encapsulate all of what it was, you know? My mom, when I was little, used to watch a lot of, like, those 90s and 2000s romantic comedies, and I loved them, you know, because my mom watched them, and I watched them with her. And I think a lot of my idea of the concept of romance as a child came from those movies, you know? Which is weird. Because, like, they're really, like, really wacky a lot of the time. And they have a lot of, like... I guess it depends on, like, which one, but... So, my favorite hyper-specific genre of film, right, is time travel romantic comedies. And I can think of... So, first of all, there's The Lake House, right? That's one. Well, you can't do that. I'm gonna have no one here to talk. You're the only one that said anything here in my chat. I gotta can you wait until I manage to get a hold of Greg and get him in here? Can you wait like 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll harass him, you know? I'll be like, "Hey, Greg, I need you here." So because Shro is abandoning me. They will make you balloon? Huh? What if I, See, knowing Greg, he's gonna text me back 3 hours from now. Don't say that in my Twitch chat. Knowing Greg, he's gonna text me back 3 hours from now, and he's gonna say something along the lines of, like, "Oh, sorry, I was taking a quaint bath with, in candlelight." And it's like, what are you talking about, Greg? What are you talking about, Greg? Why would you say that to me? Why were you doing that? It's so weird. Yeah. Ask Willie Dojo to... I would've... I didn't think to ask him specifically. Or I could ask, like, Jerry or something. You know, I'm understanding that no one is here, because it's been a while. Oh... Marcy tried to join the stream, she just texted me, but her internet is too choppy. That's unfortunate. I would have loved to have her here. Hold on. Did you ask Willie Dojo to come in here? Oh my gosh, he's here. He's really here. He's really here. See, okay, so kind of my fatal flaw with streaming always has been that if the chat is dead, I am a horrible streamer. I am a god-awful streamer when the chat is dead. Cannot handle it. I cannot do it if I'm talking to no one. If there are people in the chat, I think I'm decent at it. I think I'm okay at it. It's just that, like, when the chat is dead, I am also dead. I am perished and shriveled. Okay. I gotta build, like, another engineering hut, I guess. And, I unlocked the hospital. That's nice. Hospitals are good for the environment. Don't call it a ballooning sesh. Don't say that. That's so unfortunate. Can we make Shro illegal in our modern age? Oh no. I know someone whose brother actually did that when they were a kid. I should not... you guys don't know that person, and I don't think they're here, probably, but, I shouldn't have mentioned it, regardless. Alright, so I gotta, like, fix up... I'm gonna put the engineering huts down. You're gonna go balloon? You gotta stop saying it like that. I know what you're implying. I know what you're, like, you're being silly and goofy about here. And I don't think that's okay in my special Twitch channel, you know. I got distracted by this wondrous planet here. What should we name? Do we want to name our planet here? We could name it something special, like Earth. Oh no, that's already taken. I heard. There's already a. Did you hear about that special little planet called Earth that we're all on? I heard about it. Really makes you think, huh? Is this where we were?
I'm picturing nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of automated axe scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong.
Hey Shro, I have a question. Are you still here or are you ballooning? I said it, I promised myself I wouldn't say it, but I said it. I can't find my... Wait, here we go. Oh, it's right there. I see. You're ballooning? Okay. I was gonna ask what your opinion on microwaves was. Like, will they rise up and kill us all someday? Micro-radiation.
Creator, there are buildings currently standing empty. You won't get much done if this continues.
Gamma radiation. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's prioritize the engineer hut. I have to, like, hire people to be engineers. That's right. Hey, Shro, before you go... Wait, Shro, before you go... Shro, I need you. Can you name this person? Name this person. What do you want this person to be named? They're an engineer. She's an engineer. What do you want to name her? Okay. That looks like it could be a name. It's kind of like Kimberly almost, but not quite. I don't know what that means. You can't just put letters and numbers together like that. You're trying to trick me. I've seen people say that before and I don't know what it means. We gotta get... Okay, so this is the first time I have seen the whole tech tree finished, right? Because last time I played this game, it was unfinished, and now the 1.0 version came out, last week, or last Monday, I think. So... I guess this is all the stuff. So we can go to space eventually, apparently. I'll always remember the playthrough I did where there's a giant pit in this game with a worm that comes out of it. And I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the worm, and it kept eating my people. Kept eating people, and so I had to... Well, I ended up losing the game because enough people died that, like, their jobs were not being performed, you know? And then all the systems of society collapsed because, like, well, you know, someone needed to be, someone needed their leg fixed at the hospital. Well, oops. The doctor got eaten by a giant worm. So it's like, okay, now this guy's gonna die too because he couldn't, his doctor got eaten by a giant worm, and then that also happened to a lot of other sectors of society. And like farmers would get eaten by the giant worm, and then there'd be no food, or like the cooks at the restaurant would get eaten, the fishermen would get eaten. There's like later jobs that are unlocked that I can't remember right now. And eventually, just a lot of people died from the fallout of the giant worm attacks, rather than directly from the giant worm attacks. And then the time I played the game after that, I figured out how to kill the giant worm. And it unlocks like a mining mini game thing, which is crazy. Ah. They're building a temple. Wacky. Hey, Willie Dojo, are you still here? I think if I, like, scream Shro, I think he can still hear me. Because he said he was gonna put me at 6%. And that's enough that I could do, like, subliminal messaging, you know? Could do, like, ASMR. Like, really loud ASMR, you know? In his ear. Okay, we need a doctor. We'll make this one the doctor. You know what? One thing I want to fix is the light up there in this room does not work at all. So I gotta get that fixed. When I do get that fixed, well, the lighting's gonna be better in here, which is certainly something. At the very least. What a nothing comment. So, we're gonna research... I've always been a big fan of games like this where you start in, like, the ancient ages and you go on to space. You know, I'm a big fan of that type of thing. Should we unlock agriculture? That sounds nice. We could unlock the cemetery. No, the calendar would be nice, because then we can get the forecast tower. The forecast tower tells us what the seasons and temperature are gonna be, and that's really helpful. Oh, hold on. Alright. Nuggets report that the temple is fully operational. Did I ask you to make the temple? I did not. They did that on their own. To worship me, presumably. I don't know how I feel about being worshipped by these little guys. I'm not against being worshipped, generally speaking. Here, I need to put my hair up. It's really bugging me. I did get my hair cut really short since the last time I streamed. But, I'm kind of questioning if there's really anybody watching, like, just the stream in general, who the last time they saw me was when I was streaming in December. And they just haven't, like... I feel like probably most people watching today either are friends with me on Discord, or elsewhere, or alternatively have no clue who I am and have watched for like a couple minutes and then clicked away because they got sick of me. Which is fun. It's great. Look at all this technology we can unlock. There's so much of it. So much technology. Modern warfare? Modern warfare. Is that a nuclear bomb? Wow. Oh yeah? Is that right? Sure. You quit your job. Is that a good quit your job or a bad quit your job? Because that can be a very positive thing or a very negative thing. Okay, it's a W. Cool. Cool. I'm glad then. That's good to hear. Oh. I don't even remember what your job was or if you ever told me at any point. Oh boy. We gotta name more of these people. AC restaurant. I'm gonna name this one. It's got that crazy hair, right? So, I'm gonna name him, Emmett Brown, because he's like the Doc from Back to the Future. Because his hair is like crazy, you know? Is it 2 T's? I don't even know. Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the... I'm so clever. Who doesn't love a good Ellers joke? Oh, man. Residential. You know, I don't think any of my little guys have died yet. They will soon, I'm sure. They will soon. So we're gonna unlock agriculture soon. Food reservation. Where is material refinement? Okay, there we go. Cool. It's gonna take 8 minutes to do material refinement. So I really do have to decide how long I'm gonna be streaming for today. Probably not the 4 hours. I'm frankly gonna say I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like not doing it anymore. Which could be anywhere from, like, 20 minutes from now to, you know, maybe things go well and I decide to go 4 hours, but I don't really see it playing out that way.
What are you staring at?
Yeah, don't get upset at me for being near the house where they're having sex. I'm not even allowed to talk about sex on Twitch.tv. It is inappropriate for my audience. They made babies. Let me see. Well... what if I became... Hear me out on this. What if I became like a VTuber, right? But instead of a virtual avatar, I just had a real person. It was just me, you know? What would you think of that idea? I am personally a big fan of that premise. Oh. I think they might have added these cacti since the last time I played the game, because I don't remember that model. No way, Crumblebee and Emmett Brown are having sex. That's crazy. I gotta name one of them Marty. You know, Doc Brown does have actual children at the end of Back to the Future 3. And in Back to the Future, the cartoon television series that existed. You know about that one? Where are the babies? Okay. I'm gonna name this one. This is the real Marty McFly. In real life. So, there's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out, you know. As you might have heard, right? Being citizens of this earth, you know. You might have heard about the new Ghostbusters movie. So I'm a big fan of the Ghostbusters film franchise. Well, specifically, I would say I am a fan of Ghostbusters 1984, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters the video game from, I think, 2008, sometime in the late 2000s, and Ghostbusters Afterlife from 2021. Those are like the 4 installments of the Ghostbusters franchise that I am a fan of, you know? The real Ghostbusters was just before my time. The cartoon was just... I tried it, and I was like, this is way too 80s for me. Which, like, the movies are 80s, too. I just mean, like, saying something is way too 80s in the context of a cartoon is a much worse statement than saying something is way too 80s in the context of a movie or a song or something. Because cartoons just were not good in the 80s because of Reagan, right? And I think my understanding of that whole situation was that, like, because I used to say, like, I used to kind of misunderstand it and say, like, oh, like, Reagan is the reason that cartoons were bad in the 80s. And then eventually, like, I kind of found out, like, oh, Reagan is the reason that, like, cartoons existed at all in the 80s, but he just made them bad, you know? And I was like, okay. What interesting legislation that was. Like, yeah, you're encouraged to make cartoons for children if they are advertisements for things. And then they're just very cheaply made and bad. Real wacky. But, point is, the real Ghostbusters is not that great. I watched a few episodes. There were some solid jokes in it. But I want to take my little brother to see the new one, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, you know? And it's just, you know, my mom is kind of a weird person, right? And she didn't used to have a problem with things like this when I was little, but I think it kind of developed in her after I moved out of the house. But the thing is, I think she might think that Ghostbusters is like a satanic film or something like that. I don't have any like proof of that. I don't know if she thinks that, but I would not be surprised. I have a strong suspicion that that is her opinion on it. She probably doesn't think that, but you know, she has some strange opinions. She does think that LeBron James is an evil, satanic villain of some kind. She just does not like that LeBron James, because she thinks he's a devil worshipper. Which I think is kind of funny, a little bit. It's funny in the sense that it's ridiculous and kind of sad. I kind of wish that she did not believe things like that. Oh, we're gonna eat up all the natural resources on this planet. What are we gonna do then? We're gonna run out of stones and wood. There's more natural resources later. Ugh. So, yeah. Ideally, I'm gonna take my brother to that Ghostbusters movie. Ideally, it'll work out. Should we sacrifice someone? I don't want to sacrifice anyone. Engineers. Oh yeah, I can build more stuff now. Cool. Ah, the town hall, that's important. That's like the Capitol building. Let's put it over here, actually. Cool. Put it in the nice forest area instead of in the desert. What else can I build here? Anything yet? So they're gonna do the Ministry of Agriculture. I'm gonna skip that one for now. We'll do the ministries after they've built the town hall, you know. And that way then, you know, it'll, the ministries will actually do something. What if I name one of them Kaufmo? I just, you know, I saw some of these names. And the name, oh, hey! Hey, it's been some time since I've seen your name in my Twitch chat. To be fair, it's been some time since I've seen any names in my Twitch chat, because this is my first stream in 42 days. How are you doing? Which, I know you were one of the people that commissioned a game for me when I did the game commissions. And I'm trying to remember which game was the one you did. Has it really been years? Oh, you did Half-Life 2. Yeah. Yeah. That was, that was some good times. I liked playing those. I liked playing those. They were fun. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, it feels like years for me, too. This is, like, kind of my testing the water stream, because it's, like, it's been, I guess a month isn't that long, but it feels like it's been forever since I've streamed. So I'm kind of just trying to ease back into it. I might not stream for that long today. I might only go, like, another half an hour or so, but, I just wanted to dip my toes in and get it figured out. Then ideally I'll come back tomorrow and go for longer, you know? Yeah, I took a break for, like, a few reasons. One of them was just I had a lot of stuff I had to get done. And that's also why, like, I might not stream for very long today. Yeah, that's understandable. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, today hasn't been quite as much of a disaster as I might have expected it could be, so, you know, that's certainly good. Oh, what is this? Population? Yeah. They keep the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Well, okay. Why'd they name it that? I didn't ask them to name it that. They named the city something that I did not ask them to name it. Can I rename the city? Why'd they name it that? What about here?
Rejoice,
Mother
Creator.
planet.
Your nuggets have experienced
Oh.
democracy for the first time.
I
You've chosen
see.
how to heat successor. Let's hope the process will continue to be a good one for you. The disputed nugget has left our civilization to start.
Man, Dr. Emmett Brown is proposing a contraception ban. This is, I don't know how I feel about the contraception ban. Accelerated studies might be better. But here's the thing. We haven't unlocked schools yet. We don't have schools. So the accelerated studies thing will not do anything for us. So I guess that one might be good, but it also means our buildings are gonna decay. See, should we encourage the contraception ban, do you think? I'm not saying I would do that in real life, obviously. But I think it's really funny that Dr. Emmett Brown is proposing a contraception ban. I'm gonna...
I guess they'll have to find another way to spend their off time.
Oh, I encouraged it. Look, purely from a gameplay perspective, right? I'm just saying from a gameplay perspective. I wouldn't support that. Oh, God. I wouldn't support that legislation IRL, personally, obviously. I just spilled some soda right next to a... Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Hold on, give me a sec. I gotta be more careful. Because that was not too far away from my external hard drive. Like, shouldn't have put that bottle over there. Cool, got it fixed. Wow. Emmett Brown is still gonna lose anyway, even though I encouraged the vote. Even though I rigged the vote. 81 million fake ballots! Right? There was a billboard somewhere that someone plastered on the billboard, they said. 81 million fake ballots. Because every single one of those ballots was fake. All of them. 81. It's, no one voted for him. No, none of the 81 million votes were real. No one wanted him. His entire supporter base is fabricated. They're all AI. You know, I'm a robot. It's true. My, I start streaming and my streamer persona starts, finding its way back in only an hour and a half of the way in.
Another civilization was founded. Let's hope that
Oh
civilization
boy.
is yours.
There's another civilization? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's always been part of the... That's always been part of the Ellers lore, you know? The Ellers lore has always been that I am a robot that is hellbent on taking over the galaxy. That's my whole thing, you know? Is that I am an AI. And I am taking the rudimentary steps to conquer Earth. And so far, it's not going so well. But I'll shape it up, you know. I'll get it figured out. Oh, look at that.
That's another finished election and another imperfect candidate elected.
Alright, governor. We could make Crumblebee the governor. And you can unlock all these ministers. Oh, a farm. Cool.
A
A farm.
Finally taking interest in your civilization. Things need to eat.
Cool. So the Ministry of Agriculture helps govern and automate agricultural production. Okay. So they just
It's time
run
to
things,
start
I
to
guess.
have all the list of anticipated disasters. For now.
This game notably is a game where you can just lose all your progress at any given time. You can just have all your nuggets die and get killed. Thank you. All I've got is my Pepsi right now, though, so it's not gonna be water. I've been cleaning my house, spending most of my time cleaning my house for the past week, and I'd say I'm about 50% done with it. And that's not a reflection of me not working very hard. That's a reflection of the fact that it was really, really bad. It was a really bad mess. And I think I just woke up one day and I was like, yeah, I'm sick of this. I don't want to like live in a mess anymore. I'm going to like clean my living space now. So that's what I'm doing now. Like not hoarders, cuz there's like I'd say like depression hold bad, but if it's like an entire apartment of several rooms with like two people living in it and both of them are depressed, and then they're depressed for like a year and never clean it, you know? Maybe not a year, like 6 months, you know? It's like 6 months of like no cleaning at all. And I guess part of the intention with this is like I'm also gonna keep it clean afterwards. I'm gonna like make sure that like it stays clean now instead of just cleaning it once and then cleaning it again 6 more months later. Okay. Oh, let's do it here. The forecast is helpful. It gives you a lot of new stuff. Is this like a mission? Is there a mission here? What's going on? What is going on? Cringe. Why is Cringe crying? Oh, here we go. Oh, Cringe's child. Their little baby boy got caught by feral wolves. Well, I guess all wolves are feral, aren't they? Because they're just wild creatures. Okay. So I gotta find this little guy now. I gotta find this little fella. There's one wolf. But I've done this mission before. Because remember, I have played this game before. A couple of times. It's just I never finished it because it was in early access. It was an unfinished Vitalo game. Vitalo Beam. Okay, it's winter. What is this obelisk doing here? Ugh. We gotta find those wolves before they eat that child. It's snowing. I gotta use my ears as tools, you know? My extra senses. Oh, see? There he is. I told you. I heard that with my ears. Wait, no, I didn't want to do that one. Oh. That's a little inappropriate. Let's do the telekinesis one.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Okay.
I thought they'd enjoy flying.
Huh? Where am I supposed to take him? Where am I supposed to take him? I thought I was supposed to take him. I saved him. What was his name again? We gotta name him something crazy, like... What was it again? Total number of kids in your population, okay. Yeah, it was this one. What should we name him? He's like, he's special, you know? He's gotta be special, because he, like... I saved him, you know? I'm gonna name him... I'm gonna name him Little Miracle. That's an inside joke I used to have with one of my friends. Was Little Miracle. A long time ago. Like 6 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, that was a joke with one of my friends. I just remembered that I promised him I'd see the Garfield movie in theaters with him. It seems like the kind of seems like the... No, I don't want to name him that. See, it seems like kind of the ultimate, like realization of my friendship with this guy, that we would go see this Chris Pratt Garfield movie in theaters together, you know? Cause like we were friends in like before the pandemic, you know? Hello, Cherry Blossom. I don't know what you mean by that. We were friends before the pandemic, and we used to make a lot of jokes about separately Chris Pratt and Garfield. Separately, you know? We had like a lot of inside jokes about Garfield specifically. And then, you know, because of our inside jokes about Chris Pratt, we went and saw the Mario movie together. Because we also... But, you know, he's playing Garfield now, too, and it's just like, man, you know, this is very, like, I have no choice but to see this with this guy. I've actually kind of become convinced over the years that there's kind of this subtle genius to Garfield, you know? Like, I think, like, part of me even thinks, like, that, Jim Davis knows what he's doing, you know? Like, I think Jim Davis is aware of, like, kind of the more complicated aspects of Garfield, and I think he just doesn't, like, care enough to point them out himself. Like, how do I explain this? Like, there are some, like, there were some, like, weird Garfield, like, Halloween specials. Well, yeah, but I think the reason that Lasagna Cat is so good is, like, I think it works because it's Garfield, you know? Like I think Lasagna Cat works because there's something kind of, like, innately special about the way Garfield works that, like, really opens it up to a lot of possibilities for satire, I guess, you know? Maybe I'm explaining this very poorly, but like, it's possible to make Garfield really dark and existential, and Jim Davis has done that himself a number of times. He has made, like, one-off, like, alternate universe Garfield strips that are just really messed up. And it just gives me kind of this window into, like, what Jim Davis is thinking. I also think a lot about the fact that Mike Pence is from the town, and he's from, like, the same town in Indiana where Jim Davis is from, you know? Yeah. Yeah, the Mike Pence Garfield video. His political career is dead. For all the wrong reasons, too. But, like, it's not just that video, though, right? Because, you know, Mike Pence was, I think, like a senator from Indiana before he was vice president. And, he, hold on. I know he had, like, a close relationship, like, he sponsored Garfield stuff a lot. Because he was specifically, I think, from the town that Jim Davis was from, you know? And I don't know if he, like, knew Jim Davis personally or what it was. Yeah, I guess I don't know, but... I'm not gonna, like, say stuff about that, because I don't pretend to know the whole history of, like, what if any relationship Mike Pence and Jim Davis have with each other. Okay, wait, this was a wood refinery, so I need a stone refinery here now.
So,
I wouldn't do a ship fanfic, but I would do like a cheesy, like, I would, like, draw my own comic strip that's like John walks to the door and he's like, and someone knocks on the door and he walks to the door and he goes, I do remember the bucket presentation, it was great. So John walks to the door and he opens it up and he goes, gosh, is that former Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence? You know? and then Mike Pence goes, yes, it's me. I was Vice President. And then John... I'm trying to think of what direction to take this. But, because I was gonna say, that John's next response is, Mike, what are you doing? Why didn't you certify the results for our President Trump? But I don't think John would do that. I don't think John is the type of guy. I don't think John is the type of guy that he would... he was like a big, like, stop the steal guy or anything. Oh, man. You're drawing the Garfield one? Are you drawing the one where John asks Mike Pence why he didn't stop the steal? Because I think that would be really funny.
I think one of your nuggets broke something.
I do remember...
Things are beginning to look green.
Yeah, I feel like he would be very apolitical. I don't think he... I think either he would be apolitical or he'd be like a very moderate Democrat, you know? I just can't see him, like, I can't even really see him being like a moderate Republican. I just see him being like kind of like a plain bred, like, working class, like, kind of, I feel like he would like Biden, honestly. Like, I feel like John from Garfield, like, would still be all about Biden even now. Like, in 2024, he'd still be like, yeah, you know, I'm glad I voted for Biden in the primary. I think that's where John is politically. But I don't know. I don't think that's where Jim Davis is politically, but, you know, his characters don't have to reflect his, you know, his personal beliefs. Cherry Blossom, I got caught up in that whole scenario, but yes, I do remember the bucket thing, and it was great. I'm back now. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow too, if I can. Hopefully it works out. I really gotta decide how long I'm gonna stream today. 'Cause right now I am feeling like I could take it, like, pretty long.
I'm afraid one of your nuggets has passed away. Death can
Oh no.
However,
One of my
the
nuggets
one
died.
does not necessarily mean the end of everything.
One of the really old ones.
Their time to go. Don't blame yourself, creator. Well, unless you were actually responsible, I wasn't paying attention.
Marty is injured. That's unfortunate. Angel. Well, we should probably unlock the cemetery then. Like, soon. So that we can, Okay, good night. Sorry, I got distracted by the game. I wasn't checking chat. Excuse me. Hello! How are you doing? That's Jerry, right? You're Jerry, I'm pretty sure. Jerry account, I think. I could be wrong. You could be someone else. Oh boy. There's no one working here. Crumble. Do you think Marty McFly would want to be a farmer? I don't think you would. I think we're gonna give Crumblebee the job of farmer. See, today's stream I think has been a solid success. You know, it's been everything I've needed it to be. You know, and I'm gonna, as a result, I'm gonna try to come back right away tomorrow. You came back from being sick? I see. I'm sorry you were sick. The attraction. Yeah, I need people in the chat, or I'm a bad streamer. I will very readily admit that I am just not a good streamer when when the chat is dead. I think if the chat is active? No, I'm never gonna say it. You can't get me to say it. It's never gonna happen. Cause I'm gonna keep pushing the amount higher and higher. What are you at right now? How much do you have right now? How much do you have saved up? If you get the points, maybe I need to change it from 250,000 channel points or 250 million. I'll change it from 250 million channel points to $250 million. That'll be nice. Everything's cooking. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Uh-oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no. That's not good.
I predict a 100% chance of rain.
You're broke? Yeah, I'm broke too. That's why I need $250 million. I need that $250 million so bad. Little Miracles family. Planet at critical temperature? What? What is that? What does that mean? Terraformer? That wasn't a thing in the game before. Oh, but it's just because, oh, my stuff is in the desert. Yeah. Well, I guess it sucks that, like, so much of my civilization is in the desert, then. Hey, I'm actually, I'm bipolar, you know? Which is similar to schizophrenia, kind of. Like, actually. Um, uh, both of them have psychosis. And, they're very comparable. I have like schizophrenia. I have like schizophrenic-like symptoms, like medically speaking, like clinically speaking. I'm on a lot of pills for it and stuff, which it isn't fun, but I work with it. I survive. Food discovery. AC. New crop types. Is this a new crop type? That is not a new crop type. Devil's lettuce. Cool. Can the mods... If the mods do that, it won't count. What is this? Planet cracker? Huh? That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. I've never said a swear word before. And I don't want to. That's a whole thing for me, you know? Bring out your dead. So they're building the refineries. For a non-related purpose. Sorry, I'm like not reading chat as much as I should. High temperature alert. Oh no, the infected zone. That's not good at all. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I remember now. I remember this going really badly. One time I played this game and that spiraled into me losing the game entirely. Like the infected zone thing.
I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subject.
So that'll make him not infect people at the very least. I think. Where should we put the cemetery? We still gotta wait 5 minutes before the cemetery unlocks. I'm gonna build some stuff out this way. I just don't want to put the cemetery next to anything, like, pretty, you know? I don't want to put the cemetery next to, like, where the rich people live, you know? Because they're not going to be happy with that, obviously. And they're going to come to me, because they own the government, and they own the clergy, and I am the god, you know? And they're going to be like, you put the cemetery next to our house. You know what I'm talking about. That was social commentary. It's a fine art. No, it's social commentary. It still looks like it's on fire. Oh, cool. Light and Sand would like to trade.
Could have thrown in a free lanyard or something. possibly want now?
They want to trade. Oh no, something just entered the atmosphere! Like a meteor or something? Oh boy. No, that's just a cloud. I thought that was like the impact site. Oh, here we go. Cool, it landed right next to my town hall. Can you imagine if it hit my town hall? Stone Age 9/11, basically. That would have been unfortunate. Ah, another dead one. That's not good. They can't keep dying. If they keep dying, then... well... they're gonna the bodies are gonna infect living ones. And that's not good. We've got 2 minutes left. Oh, I am a god in my own right, In my imagination, I like to think that I am a god. And I'm not very good at it. I'm not particularly good at it. But I try my best.
Are you aware that buildings decay over time? Usually engineer nuggets keep them in shape.
Farm? Oh yeah, because there's no engineers over here. There are no engineers in this region. Alright, let's turn it this way. So, Cherry Blossom, have you ever seen Ghostbusters? I'm really into Ghostbusters lately. And there's a new one coming out, which I'm excited about. Can't believe it took them 32 years to make a Ghostbusters 3. And then it only took them 3 more years to make a Ghostbusters 4. Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy to me? So, my favorite of the Ghostbusters movies is the one that came out in 2021, which was Ghostbusters Afterlife. I can't tell you how many people I talk to that have no idea that Ghostbusters Afterlife even exists. Like, people that I, mention, oh yeah, I'm, a big fan of the new Ghostbusters movie. And then they'll be like, oh, you mean, the reboot one where it's, 4 women? And I'm like, no, the one after that. The recent one. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that existed. And it's, crazy to me that, that's, everyone I talk to about Ghostbusters has no idea about the new movies. And I guess that's just, bad marketing, but it just seems really wild to me that, how no one seems to know about them. But hopefully, this new one comes out in 2 months now. Hopefully the marketing with this one is better. Which, I think the marketing is pretty good so far. Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, he's, yeah, I mean, I won't spoil him. You should watch the new one. Because it's Ghostbusters came out in 1984, and Ghostbusters 2 came out in 1989, and then Ghostbusters Afterlife came out in 2021, and then Ghostbusters Frozen Empire comes out in 2024. So. They gotta prioritize this engineer hut. Telekinesis.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
So I gotta feed this this pit some rocks. And some trees also.
You're looking really weak, creator.
Why does he sound older? The narrator. I'm not sure you can even hear the narrator really, because he's pretty. I have him pretty quiet so you can hear me better, but I can hear the narrator. And yeah. So this stream has been going on for 2 hours, which is, you know, it's a good amount. I kind of came in today thinking like, well, maybe I'll do like a really short stream and just go for an hour, you know? But I'd say this has gone better than I was expecting it to, so I'm just still kind of here. Now having said that, having said that, I kind of want to, oh no, infected zone. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, hold on. So I want to try to stream at this, I want to try to stream at like around the same time tomorrow. Maybe a little earlier in the day tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, someone's coming over here to build the engineer hut, finally. Crumblebee. That'd be cool. It'd be good. It's good to know people are gonna be there, you know? I still have to, like, clean up the house a little bit tonight. Do the dishes and stuff. So... Oh no.
Alright, someone needs to get that one to the hospital.
Oh. Okay, so they built the engineer hut. And I can hire that one to be an engineer. So the reason I wasn't streaming for like how long was it?
All of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful?
6 weeks.
Before you leave the planet to
What? Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see my demon OC. What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? You mean like you have a an OC that is a demon, or is it, or do, or do you mean like? Oh yeah. The profile picture, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is kind of a demon, I think. I'm thinking about maybe getting a new one of those drawn, maybe. Or trying to draw it myself, you know? I might try to draw my own profile picture. Because I am the type of person that I always like to, I like to do things myself a lot of the time. Because, if I draw it myself, then I have, like, complete ownership over it, and I have complete, like, creative control and everything. Yeah. Based died. That's unfortunate. Oh wait, I can build this. I've been able to build the cemetery now for a while, and I just haven't. Cemetery. Okay. Let's put the cemetery right next to the hospital. That sounds fun. No, there's no room for it next to the hospital. Oh, I want to stick with Ellers Galaxy from now on because if I change it too many times, that people lose track of me. I changed. Originally when I started streaming, my username was Galaxy Girl 526, and then I changed it to Galaxy Girl 2000. And then I decided that was a little too generic, and I wanted something like shorter, I guess. And so I went with like Ellers, because that's just like what my girlfriend calls me, and it's like my full name is Ella Edler, so Ella Edler's Ellers, and so yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little tired, and I'm not saying I'm gonna end stream yet, but I do think I will probably end stream within the next half hour. Okay, how about this? So the research on the Ministry of Water is gonna run out. And then I'll do five new research things, and then when those 5 research things all get researched, I'll end the stream, and I'll come back tomorrow at maybe 5 p.m. Central Time. I'm not exactly sure when. Hold on. Alright. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be like, but I'm still trying to like iron out exactly when I want to start streaming because it's a little confusing because there's the people that watch my streams are in a whole bunch of different time zones, you know. So what's convenient for some people is not as convenient for other people. So I kind of figure like, you know, it because like if I start like at 6 p.m. my time, then it's like even on the west coast of the U.S., it's like almost time for the end of the day, you know? And a lot of people would be home by then. But then, like, if I start at 6 p.m. my time, then in, like, the UK, it's gonna be midnight, and that's not very convenient. Cool. Yeah, so I just, I'm not totally sure what to do, but I'll get it figured out long term, you know. They really gotta build this cemetery. The high temperature alerts. What's the... Let's see. I have to go to the bathroom really bad. Yeah, okay, you're in the same time zone as me then. I will be right back. I just have to put it on the starting soon screen, I guess. I'm back. I've returned. Still here, Cherry Blossom? I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Alright. It's, I don't know if I'm just, like, having some psychosis tonight or what, but I keep thinking there's, like, a ghost in my house or something. Which might just be psychosis, you know? It's just kind of this strange paranoia. You never know, though. I don't believe in ghosts, so, you know. What posts would I like that? I mean, not one that's too hard, you know, like just kind of like a. I don't know. How confident are you? How confident are you in your like anatomy, you know? In your like ability to do poses in art. Cuz I don't want to make you do something that's like out of your wheelhouse, you know? Okay. Then like kind of like a ha ha ha, you know, kind of thing. Would be good, like a not like that actually. I changed my mind because I saw it on the camera there. Maybe just more of like a like kind of a. It's up to you. You know what? I can't think of anything. Evil laugh works. I was leaning towards evil laugh. You know. That might be the best option. Cool. Oh no, the infected zone! This is why we need the cemetery. We only have one hospital. That's not... We can't let people keep dying. It's not good. Let's use the, telekinesis power to get some... to help them build that. Okay, now they can just build it. Cool. Okay. New laws in force. That's cool. Let's celebrate it. They're celebrating the election. Cool. Oh no! There's the wolves coming! Yeah. Well, it's me. It's that character is basically just supposed to be me, but like more evil, you know? Me if I was like a very powerful being. The wolves are coming. He's on a mission. He's running all the way over. This guy's coming too now. They're coming together. They're running towards my civilization. Yeah, I mean, probably. Oh, these wolves are coming. How do I stop the wolves? They're gonna eat people. They're gonna eat my people. I really need that cemetery built.
I bet they never felt so good. Or ever will they again.
Okay, here we go. The cemetery's built. Going for a body. Good, we can clean up all the bodies. Uh-oh, the wolves got him. Oh no. The wolves got her. And she had a kid! Oh no. Whew, I've got kind of a headache right now. That's why I'm not really talking as much. Which means, you know, I should probably end the stream soon. I said I was going to do that thing where I'd research 5 more things and then end. I didn't do that. So we're going to do that after, this one. So in 37 seconds we'll research 5 things. And then after that I will end the stream. And that will probably get me to 3 hours, which will be cool, you know? It'll be cool that I managed to do 3 hours. That's not too bad. I think, honestly...
Ooh, what's that smell, creator? Oh,
I think, honestly, the fact that,
nuggets has passed on.
I
Something odorous behind.
that I want to end this stream, like, earlier than I normally would, is less about, like, me not feeling well, or, like, me feeling like the stream isn't good, and it's more about, like, my girlfriend gets home at 10, well, 10:30, but if I If I go 4 hours of streaming, then it's gonna end up with, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time before she gets home. Okay, so we can research 5 things now. We'll do this one. Storage areas. Oh, this one adds 5 years to their lifespan. That's good. That'll be nice. When they live longer. Because they do not live very long right now. The oldest one is Dr. Emmett Brown, which is appropriate, and his hair is white now, which I was hoping for. He is 40. He will probably not live much longer than 40. I should, like, put another fisherman down. Another fishing pier. Yeah. That'll get built eventually. Oh, they're making more babies. Recreation space. Legendary buildings. Yeah, I don't think we can really build anything else. Maybe another hospital would be good. But I don't know. Oh, another thing that I remember can really bottleneck you in this game is, education, which we haven't unlocked schools yet. But once we do, we're not too far away from it. A lot of jobs require education. So, yeah. Oof, I've really got a headache. Yeah, so, this one is gonna... Oh, oops. Okay, we'll do that one last then. So the wood oven is gonna take 6 minutes, then... Funerary practices is 7 minutes, mourner pests is 5.5, 6... Storage area. Okay, so we got plenty of time here. This is, I didn't add all that up in my head, but that's 40 minutes, maybe, roughly, I think. So we can keep doing this for 40 minutes. I don't know what to do exactly right now. I should look at the black market. Where you can get all kinds of wacky things. Common various sweets. I don't know how this works. This... okay. I don't know what this does. Use the notify an order for wood and stone. Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, I need warehouses. Yeah, I don't have, I gotta build warehouses, I guess. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out, like, I got an achievement for that, for ordering from the black market, because I've never done that before, apparently.
Creator, just out of curiosity, how good are you at foot runs?
Oh, why does he need to know that? So I gotta reorder. There we go. So it'll research the storage areas next now. The thing about this game is that it can get kind of intensive when you get a little deeper into it. Especially if, like, your people start dying and you can't figure out why they're all dying, and you, like...
Have you ever seen what happens to a nugget when they're not in water? It involves...
And you're like, yeah, like, here, look. So I just ran out of water, which would be really bad if winter wasn't about to end. So that could have been really bad. So I need to put more reservoirs down. And probably more water pumps too. And if I do that, then I can safeguard my people from all... what's the word for dying of thirst? I forget. I forget the word, but you know what I mean. Like starving, but for water. It's the opposite of drowning. Can't think of it. So they're gonna start, they're researching the not dehydrated, like a word for, like, dying from thirst. Isn't there a word for that? I would think there would be a word for that.
It's about time you thought about upgrading your buildings. They're starting to look a bit drab.
Okay, so we can upgrade some of the buildings now. What does this guy want? So, okay, I gotta bring them an animal that they're gonna eat.
Orator making quite a scene in your city. Don't let the crowds buy into their nonsense.
So I gotta find an animal to feed them. Preferably a big... Ooh, what about a wolf? Uh-oh. Well, I dropped it in the wrong spot. Cool. But now there's just some blood there. That's unfortunate. But it's right next to some meat, so, you know, they're not gonna question it, I'm sure. What is happening here? I see. You know, I remember another weird thing is that later in this game there's a UFO that just finds people and picks them up and, like, takes them away forever. And I thought that kind of broke the game a little bit. Because sometimes it would just randomly take away, like, someone important, you know? Someone that, like, played a pretty important role and, like, was highly educated and had, like, a good job that you needed them to do. And then there would just be no one doing their job, and then it would just kind of spiral. And I hope they fixed that and, like, balanced that better. In the new, in the final release that they have now. So less than a minute until the storage areas are researched. I'll put it like over here somewhere or something. This storage area. Pre-medieval cemetery. It's kind of lagging a little bit. Does it look, is the frame rate okay for you? It looks fine. Well, when I said it was lagging, I noticed the frame rate wasn't good on the screen, but now it is, I think. Okay, storage area is complete. So I can build one of those. Here. I'm gonna build 2 warehouses, actually. I'm gonna put one over here, too. Cool. Emmett Brown has passed away. Unfortunate. Yeah, so how do you think this stream went today? Cuz I think it went okay. I'm feeling about ready to end it soon. Ooh, this can be nice. Went good. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow's goes well too. I can kind of take this into a new. Yeah. There were even more people before you showed up. Too. So. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? I was a little worried that. I feel like today's stream was kind of on par for. Oh boy. Was kind of on par for like streams I did before I took a break for 42 days, you know? Or 41 days or whatever. It was cool. So I think it's sorry, I'm really out of it. I really should end the stream soon, but I'll do it when these things get researched. Oh, these guys are angry. What are they angry about? Oh, these guys are from the other city. They've come to visit. Interesting. This wasn't in the version of the last version of the game that I played.
more nuggets are turning to a life of crime. Are things really that bad?
Sent their orators. They're just trying to, like, make my citizens upset? Or what? I see. They sent, like, propagandists. I've got autism. It sucks sometimes, but, like, there's aspects of it that I, like, you know. I wouldn't want to not be autistic, I think, you know? I think it would be, like, weird. Like, if someone was like, I can cure your autism, I'd be like, no, I don't want you to do that. That's weird. I know, you know? I wouldn't be happy about someone trying to get rid of it. So I need them to build this warehouse. I'm gonna have them prioritize the warehouse. Stop. They build so many residential houses. Which I guess makes sense, because they are... The population is booming, so... I think I should make another farm also. Because, I don't want to accidentally, mismanage the resources here and get them all killed. I should, maybe save the game. How do I even... I also, you know... Well, that's cool at least. You did a good job. They're kind of filling in this desert here. Yeah. I can relate to that. I have a lot more problems with, like, my bipolar is much worse. I have a lot more problems dealing with my bipolar than I do with autism, so... Yeah. I kind of attribute my bipolar to the reason that I haven't had a very successful life. Which, like, it is the reason, you know, it's the primary reason. I'm trying to get on disability for it and everything. But I think I can overcome it, you know? I can be awesome. I can be awesome with it. Okay. Done with that Pepsi. So there's 2 things left to research. Well, as of like a few seconds from now. Let me see what this one is. So we can upgrade our cemetery to a pre-medieval cemetery. And it'll unlock grave spots. That's the hospital. Yeah, there we go. Now I can upgrade it. So do I have... I do have those resources already. That's cool. They're working on that warehouse. Gotta chop down some trees, I guess. Are they also working on the warehouse over here? Not really. No, not at all. I want to make a game like this. That's okay. I didn't need you to do anything like super awesome, super special or anything. What did the narrator just say? Yeah, honestly, I'm just hoping to get this, okay. So are they gonna upgrade the cemetery then? Oh. Well, I'm glad I'm one of your favorite streamers. That's, I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm one of anybody's favorite streamers. Makes me feel better about doing this. So when I hit prioritize, I don't know what that does exactly. So the happiness level is very low because of the evil orators that showed up. Oh, and that slowed down the research speed. So it's taking longer to research stuff and it's keeping me here longer. Yeah. I liked the new Ghostbusters movie. Yeah. I liked the new one. But everyone knows about the 2016 one that no one liked. Everyone knows about that one. It was supposed to come out in 2020. And then, COVID happened. The Eatery. So there's a second Eatery now. That's good. Or no. The Eatery just upgraded. I upgraded it to the second level, I guess. But I don't think I asked it to do that. Cool, either way. I want to see the cemetery upgrade, because I want to see what the difference is. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's gonna get fixed up here. So this is called the pre-medieval cemetery. It might take a little bit. We can go do something else first. So is it gonna start like peeking through? Are we gonna see it build? Yeah, we are. It's building. Pieces of it are coming in to focus. It's just I think the middle is kind of bare because it's just like a field with graves.
Keep up the good work, and
Okay.
crime may shrink back into the shadows.
So, the happiness level is back to good because the order thing expired, I guess. I wonder how the day-night cycle connects to the season cycle. Like, is it one day is it like literally just one day is I don't know. So the cemetery is complete. That does look better. Nice. Okay, so that warehouse is getting built. This warehouse did get built, so we can go over to the black market now and hit trade. Crime system. Man, we're gonna have to have cops and stuff, huh? I think that's how this game works. So the black market causes crime, which sure. Why did the wood and stone refinery cause crime? Are they trying to unionize? Is that what, are you anti-union game? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what the game is saying. Interesting. Let's see here. There's only one thing left being researched. So the research speed is plus 15% now because because the happiness level is high. Yeah, why? It's weird to me that the wood refinery and stone refinery are. Yeah. Well, my girlfriend is in a union. It's pretty good, you know. Pretty important. Oh, what? Oops. Well, unions don't ever go hurting. I don't know if there's like any examples of a union hurting people. It's a worker collective. That's all it is. They link up together so that because they can't be yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? It's harder to be exploited when there's a bunch of you working together, so it's just beneficial to unionize. No, they don't. I think like in the 1800s, in like the late 1800s and like the early 1900s, it used to be a little different. Because some of those unions, they would go on strike, and then the company, the people that own the company would come in, and they'd like get the government to come in with the like the National Guard or whatever, and they'd just kill a bunch of people, which is really unfortunate. And then sometimes that would turn into a riot because, like, basically the government would have just killed like 100 people, which did actually happen. They really sweep that under the rug nowadays when they're teaching history, but like absolutely that happened a bunch of times where they just killed like a ton of people because they were on strike, you know, and that would turn into riots then sometimes. Because, like, yeah, I mean, sure. If something like that happened, like, I think anyone would riot.
Some smart injure themselves doing a menial task, Creator. I hope they know.
But that doesn't really... I can't think of an example in the U.S. in the past 50 years of that happening, you know? Like, But also, you know, unions have been a lot weaker, since, in the past, like, since the, I don't even know when exactly, but a lot of, like, jobs that used to be union jobs got shipped overseas. And now, like, in the past 5 years, maybe, there's been a lot of new unionization efforts. It's been kind of a once again, important thing. I'm a little out of it right now. So I just ran out of, researches to do. I'm gonna come back with this tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm kind of getting rambly with my dialogue. I'm not making a lot of sense anymore, so I am gonna, finish for the night. And I will be back tomorrow, definitely. I assure you I will. But I had a great stream today. Thank you to everyone who watched, including the people that are not here anymore. Even though they cannot hear me. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at, let's say, 5 p.m. Central. Maybe. Alright, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.